I'll see you back at 12:45 tomorrow. Ta-da.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. Now playing everywhere.
Stand by for action. Mr. Aerosol. Don't start.
BBC Radio 1. Now on FM 104.8 in London and 1053 and 1089 kilohertz.
Radio 1. The original Steve Wright in the afternoon.
So I want to smell nice. What of it? I've cut you off now. Good. See you later. Yeah. Okay. What day is it? Wednesday. How are you? Thank you, Gary.
World's number one station. BBC Radio 1.
Oh, have we got a show for you? Yes, we have. What are we doing here? Bank Holiday Monday. I don't believe it.
Break through the clutter and mediocrity. The new Steve Wright in the afternoon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Best of the guests. We'll tell you about it after this. Here's Madonna. 1FM. Found here on a Bank Holiday Monday. So today we've got some good montages on, some good oldies, and some good guests, including Star Trek's William Shatner, Ben Elton, a guy called Simon Entwistle, who's the fella who you may recall did the sound effects. Rory Bremner will be here, Terry Jones of Monty Python, Private Eyes, Ian Hislop, Status Quo, Cliff Richard, Leslie Phillips, star of The Chancer, and Mick, Bill and Keith. And we're starting with Ben Elton. Ben Elton is here with us this afternoon.
Listening to your great pop music, enjoying having a chat.
Part of your appeal, I reckon, I mean, when I first saw you on Friday or Saturday Live, I think a lot of your appeal is that you talk about things that people talk about, for starters, And you also look like a regular guy. Is that offensive?
Describe a regular guy.
Well, I don't know. I mean...
Is this a specific regular guy? Are you thinking of somebody, God, I better look like that regular guy I meet down the chip shop every Thursday. He's at 7:30, incredibly regular.
Ben, why when you're interviewed by other people, you give them a good time? Why do you always give me a bad time?
Well, because, you know, I mean, I feel we're close enough to be ribald with each other. I mean, with Tezza Wokes, you've got to give a bit of respect. You know, he is sort of father of the nation and controller of the BBC. But, you know, when you're slumming it with Steve and the posse...
What
the hell? Exactly, you know. I mean, you wouldn't want me to come in on my knees giving respect here, would you?
No, absolutely not.
Excuse me, that was probably a bit saucy for this time of the afternoon. We're doubling again, we're doubling.
I can't keep up
I do
today.
love a double.
I can't keep up.
I'll tell you my favourite gags. I mean, you've probably noticed in my work I've occasionally had the odd double entendre. You know, Filthy Rich and Caplake was full of them. But my favourite gag is the single entendre. You know, where in fact you don't bother to say, you know, doorknob. You just say, you know, Willie or something. You know, just basically go. I suppose there's still a I can't do a single entendre on radio, but you can imagine one for me.
No, I mean, but you are a regular guy. You do ordinary things. You're not into the Star Trip man, are you?
Well, I don't think many people are. I think it's a kind of a bit of a media myth. But actually, there isn't this great party going on. It drives me mad. I'll tell you, I went to the Batman premiere, Steve. Here we go.
Now you are.
Yes, now I'm dropping the odd name. I went to the Batman premiere and there wasn't a single person from the cast there because it's only Britain after all. But we rent-a-liggers were there basically, and it was you know it was a fair enough film, and it was nice of the company to buy us a drink, etc. But basically, you know, a very very crowded room, sort of in the dark, just like any other discotheque basically. Now the next day I was reading in the paper as if this was the party of the century, and people are being told if you weren't there, you weren't anywhere, and London, you know, London's rich, elite, beautiful, and Ben Elton, they were all there. And it annoys me because it's a myth. There is no great people. I think that the press have kind of got this, you know, campaign to persuade people that their lives aren't good enough. There's something better. There's something more special, and it's not true. I mean, the best thing is to be down, you know, with your friends wherever you are. You know.
You said something in one of the supplements last weekend, and I think it was a very good bit. You said something like you were in a public place and somebody spotted you and you felt that they were looking at you or something like that, and then somebody that you were with, I can't remember the exact people that you were with, somebody said, now you know how women feel.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, I'll tell that story again because I'm certain I can do it better.
Let's come back with it, and Ben will tell that story a lot better than me.
Steve Wright and the posse on Steve Wright in the afternoon. Yeah. Whoa. Thanks. I've always wanted to do that. I can scarcely contain myself.
You are now
I'll
in
let
control.
a button out on my trouser.
You are in control of this radio program.
Fantastic. In control. We can go anywhere.
Okay, now listen, just very quickly, let's. What was that story about?
Well, I mean, you were asking me what the consequences of celebrity are, and I don't think they're terribly bad. Occasionally, you know, one is bothered, but I mean, everybody gets bothered. And actually, you have to put one's life in perspective. And I had a very salutary experience a couple of years ago because I was out with a girlfriend of mine, and we were walking along. It's a sunny day, and the lads were spilling out of the pub as they will, and having a pint leaning against the wall on the pavement. And I said to my friend, I said, oh well, I hate this, you know, because, you know, I've just been on the telly and probably they'll clock me, and as I'm walking towards them, and they'll stare at me, and, you know, being a group of lads, it's all right, when people are on their own, they're really nice, but when people get into groups, sometimes they find a sort of group
starts to
courage.
make you feel self-conscious.
Yeah, and they'll look at me, and as I pass, they might say something or they might not, and I'll be sort of biting my lip and hoping they don't say anything, and then I'll disappear into the distance, and I know they'll be kind of looking at me, somebody will throw a comment, etc. And she said to me, Steve, she said, well, now you know how it feels to be a woman. And so, I mean, it was just so true because, I mean, basically, you know, they have them signs that says, you know, disturbances building overhead, there may be delays. They ought to say, you know, women prepare to be embarrassed because, you know, after I asked a few women, say, yeah, you know, it doesn't matter whether you're particularly good looking or not. Basically, somebody's hanging off a bit of scaffolding, a woman is fair game. And so it seems to me a lot of women have told me that. And just from a little bit of the experience myself of being noticed and, oi, here you are, you know, I know how embarrassing that can be.
Is this right? Is this right? Yeah, girls are saying you're absolutely on the
Well,
money.
you know, you wouldn't know, of course, because no one ever recognises you.
Well, yeah, but so, I do get whistled at quite a lot.
You do, I know. Well, you're a saucy thing, and that's true. But the thing is, what makes me so annoyed is if the woman in question will have a debate. You know, what do? Do I ignore it, or do I give? You know, do I turn around and say F off? You know, and of course, if you react, then it's all no sense of humour. Now, excuse me, hang on. You know, there's nothing funny about being kind of treated as a piece of meat or whatever, and you ought to be flattered. I mean, it's astonishing that any bloke could ever consider that sort of grabbing a woman's bum is a gesture of it's a demeaning thing to do. It's not flattering somebody.
Right.
I mean, I could get over the console now and grab your bum, Stephen. You wouldn't be flattered, would you?
No,
of course you wouldn't.
No.
There'd be an endless talk of it. Mates would be in here defending your virtue. I mean, the posse would be shocked. It'd be endless repercussions, wouldn't it?
Well, we'd both be doorstepped.
Exactly. we both. But I mean, the fact is that it would be considered shocking and out of order, right. but often women are considered fair game, and I just felt that one time I was, had a little sort of mirror, a little doorway into what that must be like to walk along on a sunny day in a dread and past a group of lads,
We have a rule on this show that we don't really do religion very much. We don't satirise religion, and there are some other
subjects. Got very serious, hasn't it, Posse?
Sorry about
this. A bit of a segue there, old Steve. What's he been having in his coffee?
Ben,
we're talking about sexism, and he says there's now, Ben, regarding religion.
Bit of light and shade, Ben.
Of course, well, let's light and shade it. I think you could have done the link slightly more professionally. Or what?
I'm going to come back in a minute.
I have to do my links.
Ben Elton is here. There's Kim Wilde. It's Easter Monday. You don't need to be reminded of that, though, do you? On Radio 1 FM. Now, coming up later at 4 o'clock, there's an Adrian Just special at 5:35 tonight. It's Amandla Mandela Freedom Mandela. Before this evening's concert, a look back at the man and his mission. Then at 6 o'clock, Nelson Mandela International Tribute Concert from Wembley Arena with Richard Skinner backstage, plus Simon Mayo and Bob Harris. You can hear it only on Radio 1. Nicky Campbell at 10 o'clock, and at 12 o'clock, Bobby's back.
Exactly 1 year ago.
Have you been to Hamburg before?
You've won! You have just won 24 hours of laughs! Oh! You are a winner!
Listen and win.
Congratulations, you're a winner! You're going to New York!
Win.
Go to Thailand and join Banana Rock.
Have you got a passport?
Yes, I have.
Good. You're going to have a fabulous time. What's your favourite radio station?
Radio 1.
You got it!
Now, 31 days in May 1990. Coming soon to a radio near you.
BBC Radio.
Tommy Vance terrifies me. What a voice. Good afternoon, then.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. Always there, but over too soon. Makes you feel over the moon. Stevie in the afternoon.
So, this is what we're doing this afternoon. Just a few oldies and a few singles from the chart. Also, we're listening to the best of the guests. Some of the interesting guests we've had on over the past 6 months or so. Also, we're doing a few montages. But first, let's have a listen to Star Trek's William Shatner. William Shatner is here with us today.
Thank you. Thank you. And there are individuals clapping. I'd like to thank them for clapping.
Okay, well, this is Julian over here.
Julian, you have to clap.
That's right. And this is Happening Boy Ruffle.
Hackning?
Happening.
Oh, Happening Boy.
Good afternoon.
Good happening.
And this is Diane over here.
Diana the Beauty.
Mm-hmm. And this is Richard right here.
Richard, pleasure to meet you, Richard.
And he's read your book, so
yes.
He's the boy you're going to keep
He's
in.
the only literate person among the group.
I'd say that's about the truth, yes. And over there is Janice.
Hello, Janice. How are you?
And she's from Scotland.
Is she?
Yeah.
Poor thing. Well, I mean, that's just a...
Quick, beam him up. Look at that pretentious music journalist.
Stephen, it's no good, Stephen, just taking that record you just played off the turntable and just forgetting about it.
Why?
It's like shimmering stacks of sounds going like plink, plink, Plinkety-plink in your mind.
Oh, yeah. No question about
Marcel Marceau once tried to describe it as a sonic cathedral of sound, but he ran out of bodily parts, and like most people thought he was trying to do a sheep or something with only a couple of legs.
Right,
but clearly,
I can see clearly now.
Monday, this is Steve Wright in the afternoon, a 2-hour version with the best of the guests still to come. Simon Entwistle, the human sound effects machine, Rory Bremner, Terry Jones, Ian Hislop of Private Eye, Status Quo, Cliff Richard, Leslie Phillips, and Mick, Bill and Keith.
Join us when we come back as Steve Wright in the afternoon continues after the news.
On the FM and the AM, it's 2:30. Coming up, Radio 1 News. We'll be back. Bless you, you special newsreader.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. BBC Radio 1.
Good afternoon, it's Bank Holiday Monday.
The radio of the 1990s. The new 1 FM.
And we're here till 4 o'clock with the best of the guests. Coming up, we'll have Simon. Next, the human sound effects machine. Radio 1 FM. Now listen to this bloke. We're back here with the human sound effects man. He's called, I mean, this is all bizarre to me, you know. I'm hopelessly out of my depth or shallow or whatever the expression is. And he's going to do this is the U-boat sketch.
German U-boat sketch, folks, right? Here we are in the conning tower.
Okay, and we should say that Simon is doing all the sound effects on this. Go ahead.
Very, very turbulent sea, this one. Right up, scope, Lieutenant. Jawohl, Kapitän. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing. Oh mein Gott, the Royal Navy. Dive. Jawohl, Kapitän. Right, give me the course nearest English warship. Jawohl, Captain, das ist 122 Kilometers. Das ist sehr gut. Torpedo, los! 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wunderbar, hit up scope. Yeah, she's sinking. Fantastisch!
The talent, the unusual talent of Simon Entwistle. And we'll be back with more later. Yes, we will. It's on Radio 1 FM. It's Easter Monday. This is Steve Wright with the posse and the best of the guests. Simon Entwistle is back with us now on the show, and all this afternoon he's just sitting here enjoying the posse, enjoying the show. Do you listen to the show every afternoon?
Very much so, yes. Now you're in FM, it's good reception in Clitheroe, yes.
Oh, good. So listen, do you do do you do dentist drill?
Yes, I do. The dentist drill, the tooth being filled, and of course the dentist sucker.
Oh, right.
Second nurse. And now we've got the hole there, let's fill the cavity. And this is that horrible sound that goes right for the ear bones, folks.
Oh, no.
And now we've left the dentist, let's pop into the pub, one of my favourite pastimes, and a pint of beer. The cash till.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
So listen, is there any way that we would be able to do this?
Oh, I'm sure, Steve, yeah.
How does it actually work? I mean, you just hear these things and you can impersonate them, or is there a certain knack or technique to it?
I think there's a bit of a technique, really, actually. Well, a typical example, electronic drum beats. This is done by using the tongue. If you actually close the mouth, and you do like a clicking sound with the tongue by rolling it up and forcing it down from the roof of the mouth to the bottom of the mouth. It sounds just like this.
I don't believe that.
The trouble is, when you start, you can't stop, you know.
That is incredible. Can you do that? Try that. What? Try it. It's almost, isn't it?
It's coming, isn't it?
Do it again. Oh, that is great. That's great.
Yo, Simon, here he comes. He's playing you some drums.
We're back with Simon N. Whistling.
Steve, I know you're a friend of the Indies, right? But that track is so big, it doesn't just come out of your speaker. It explodes out like a horde of great big insects, like in that film, right? With the horde of great big insects, like all kind of shimmering, like a sonic cathedral
like
of
a
sound.
sonic cathedral,
Now, Stud Brothers once gesticulated about that track, and I agreed with them.
Did you? Yeah.
Rave on.
Rave on.
1 million watts of music power. Radio 1.
If you've just switched on and you're wondering what's happening, we're running down the best of the guests. Some of the more interesting guests we've had on over the past 3, 4, 5, 6 months. You are listening to the best of the guests. It's Easter Monday. Going to play a tune, then a montage, and back with more guests on 1FM.
BBC Radio 1FM. The station for the nation. BBC Radio 1.
Tyne and Weir 98.1, Belfast 96, Central Scotland 99.5, 97.7, Southwest Scotland and Northern Cumbria, the North 98.9, 97.9, the Midlands, Cardigan Bay at 98.3, 99.5, South Wales, Avon and Somerset 98.2, Oxfordshire, East Anglia 99.3, 98.8, London and the South East, Buxton 99.6, Devon and East Cornwall 97.7, and loud and proud on 1053 and 1089 kilohertz, BBC Radio 1, Great Britain. Time for a montage. See if you can guess what this one's all about. Then we're back with another guest. No guarantees here. Terry Jones of Monty Python, Ian Hislop, Status Quo, Leslie Phillips from the new series The Chancer coming up next. And that was a go montage. We heard The Pretenders, I Go to Sleep, Let's Go Crazy, Prince, No Particular Place to Go, Chuck Berry, Fleetwood Mac, Go Your Own Way, Let's Go Round Again, Average White Band, Can't Let Go, Earth, Wind and Fire, and those Village People, whatever happened to them? Go West, Village People. Radio 1FM Bank Holiday Monday, how you doing today? Hope you're okay. We are live today. Oh, we are, yes, we're live. And, well, this is one of my favourites. I just love Leslie Phillips. You'll know Leslie Phillips from the old Carry On movies. Always seemed to play a doctor. One of those, hello, I'll be with you in a minute. Take your clothes off. Just recently, he's had a bit of a revival. He's been in lots of films, including Scandal. And as I say, he's in the new Thames television series, The Chancer. Leslie Phillips. Okay, Leslie Phillips is back with us after a cup of coffee. And we're talking about his life and times. What do you reckon on the acting profession generally? Is it a good profession these days?
Well, I think you've got to be on the move all the time. I think you've got to go for it and take chances. And I always remember my agent once said to me when I was having a particularly difficult time, he said, you know, Leslie, your availability is your greatest asset.
That's a wonderful quote. Can I write that down?
Absolutely.
How did you actually start into acting?
I started when I was 10. And the reason I started was because my father had died. and my mother was left without two halfpennies to rub together.
Right.
And my brother and sister were older. They went off to work, and I had to do something, and the only thing I could do was to be an actor. And that's actually the truth.
Mm. And would you say that young people wanting to get into acting these days should go ahead and do it, or would you say that
the way to act is to act? You can't really learn about it. You've got to just do it.
But are they
really.
going to make a living over a period of years, or not?
I wouldn't know, but because it's pretty tough business. But you've got to have a lot of go and a lot of belief in yourself, and actually not be afraid to try. You know, it's a difficult business.
What about the film industry now? Is it in a healthy? The British film industry, is it in a healthy?
British
condition?
film industry hardly exists. I mean, as I remember it, because I made a lot of films, and right through the years, even as a kid, before I joined the army, and then when I came out of the army, I quickly came back into films. Lovely Ealing films, things like that.
Yeah.
And then I went all around the world. I made films in Italy, Spain, France, and America. So I've done it all, really. But the business now, the film business, is different. It's the English film business is totally different to what it was 10 years ago.
There are good British films, though, like My Left Foot and Scandal. And
yes, generally speaking, most British films, as we know it, are financed by the Americans or by some kind of co-production with another country.
And is that sad, in your view?
No, not at all. I mean, it's necessary. So, as long as they go on employing the talent, and I'm a bit of that talent. I think what's happening is we're being employed in American pictures, and we get less money than Americans, and we're more talented. So, I mean, it's not a bad deal, really, is it, Ben?
Let's get this straight. Do you play a homosexual enchanter? Is he a homosexual, or does that not matter?
No.
Anyway?
The only thing that I'm not going to tell you is what is going to be revealed. Don't misunderstand me. Please.
Check this out, Mrs. Okay, I know. But are
You've got to be so careful what you say.
Are you a charming ladies' man in real life?
In real life, I must admit, I do like ladies. I do like women. I mean, I like women.
Yeah.
I'm terribly, terribly normal. I think Blake is not that way inclined. I think he's inclined another way.
But even if he was, what
does it matter? I mean, everybody to their own, own whatnot.
Right. Listen, it's so nice to meet you. Can you just do the hello again?
Hello.
You see, now you would be a wonderful Radio 2 disc jockey.
Well, I think I'd be quite good doing that.
Really?
No.
I think, do you want me to get you a job on Radio 2?
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
If Gerald Harper can do it.
If Gerald Harper can do it, I must be able to do it.
Listen, Leslie Phillips, thank you very much for coming in. Very nice to meet you.
And you, Steve. Seriously, it was really nice. I had a great deal of fun.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wembley, a host of top international musicians are appearing in concert honouring the anti-apartheid leader Nelson Mandela. You can hear it on Radio 1. Anita Baker, Tracy Chapman, Natalie Cole, George Duke, Peter Gabriel, Patti LaBelle, Daniel Lanois, Miriam Makeba, Hugh Masekela, Simple Minds, Neville Brothers, Lou Reed, etc., etc., so many others. And you can hear it on Radio 1 tonight. Corgis. Everybody's got to learn sometime. It's Radio 1 FM, and we'll be back.
Join us when we come back as Steve Wright in the Afternoon continues after the news.
It's 3:30 in Great Britain. The news to the half hour on 1. Thank you very much.
Music radio for the 90s. Radio 1 FM.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. Always there, but over too soon. Makes you feel over the moon. Stevie in the afternoon.
radio of the 1990s. The new 1FM.
Tonight, hear the sound on BBC Radio 1 among the other artists that we've previously not mentioned. Lou Reed, Dave Stewart, Bonnie Raitt, Neil Young. The host is Lenny Henry. Denzel Washington will be on too. And of course, the man himself. Later on television, a great movie, Jagged Edge, is on tonight, starring Jeff Bridges and Glenn Close, 9:20, that's BBC One. And the rock and roll years tonight, 11:05, 1959. The best of the guests, Bank Holiday Monday on 1FM, and Ian Hislop. We're here with Ian Hislop now, editor of Private Eye.
He really is.
Having a good time here. Now, when we invited you onto the show, I don't think you really knew what to expect, did you? I mean, is this kind of okay for you?
Yeah, I'm amazed. You've got microphones and things. I thought the beat didn't run to that.
Well, listen, you work on the BBC yourself, because we see you on television sometimes doing the little satirical bit on the Sue Lawley show. What made you get into that? I mean, I was surprised to see you on there, and also surprised at how good you were.
Gosh, this is too much. I think the Order of the Brown Nose column has got a new member. Why did I do it? I suppose because I was asked, and I thought it would be very good to see if people do actually laugh at the material you write. Right. It gets easy as a writer. You put it down on paper, send it out, and no one says, gosh, you're unfunny. Whereas if you have to sit on a stool and deliver it to an audience of people, they can just say nothing. Yeah. They can remain dead silent.
You must have been so nervous on the first one then.
I was incredibly nervous on the first one. But luckily, I think the first one I did about... What was it about?
I remember it being funny because I thought...
It could have been about someone like Robert Maxwell, which I think was an easy laugh. I thought I'd go in on what I knew.
All right, and why is Robert Maxwell such a target for the Eye?
Because he's incredibly funny.
What's funny about him?
What's funny about him is that he doesn't know it. He's extremely large, pompous, overbearing. He's a man who thinks he's Beaverbrook or Winston Churchill and doesn't know that he's neither and that the 50s are over. And that makes him very, very funny.
Isn't he an 80s or 90s version, though? I mean, it's true that he does own quite a lot of newspapers and a lot of media, and some might say that he offers people work, employment, he maintains some standards in the press.
Does he?
Well, I mean, he'll claim he does.
Yeah, well, he's the man who hired Wendy Hendry who was the editor who got sacked after Murdoch had sacked her for being too tacky.
But he did sack her.
He sacked her when she was even tackier than she had been on the News of the World. I don't really think we can give him any merit points for that, can we?
And what about some of the other newspapers, the so-called newspaper barons? I mean, what about Murdoch?
Well, Murdoch is a sort of unfunny version of Maxwell. He's even richer, owns much more, and is, I think, probably more dubious.
But I mean, these people, and I'm just playing devil's advocate here. You understand?
Yes, I do.
You understood that, didn't you? Right away. Are entrepreneurs in the style of Beaverbrook? Surely are people that are inventing new media, if you like.
No, I think they're recycling old media. My quibble with either Sky or any of the other media barons is they've done nothing original at all. All they do is plunder other people's efforts and then redo them. I never understand why the BBC won't defend itself more strongly. I mean, I'm a great advocate of public service broadcasting, and I believe the present duopoly between BBC and ITV works incredibly well. The trouble is that once Murdoch comes along, everybody starts bowing down in front of him and saying, oh, you're so right, we really are awful. We should have television like the States. We should have non-stop Australian garbage coming out of the screens all the time. It's just rubbish, and I think the Beeb's very feeble not to get up and say, get lost.
But in your own industry, in the newspaper industry, there's, I don't know how many papers, 16 papers maybe, something like that, 16 or 17 papers. Surely having a lot of something is good for everybody. It creates competition. And having a multiplicity of choice in the media, whether it be satellite television or cable television or whatever, has got to be good for people, don't you think?
Well, this is the old Thatcherite argument, isn't it? The greater the choice, the greater the benefit to the consumer. I don't think it actually works in terms of television. I mean, in America, you can have over 30 channels in your hotel room, and they're all rubbish. In Australia, they got about 10. There's nothing on.
Yeah, but
I mean, that's freedom of choice to choose garbage.
Well, we'll come back and talk about the newspaper industry and what you think of some of your other contemporaries in the newspaper industry in a moment with Ian Hislop. Okay, there's Ian Hislop, who is the editor of Private Eye, very articulate and intelligent man, and we really enjoyed talking to him. Coming up next, Rory Bremner on the best of the guests. Okay, there is Toll and Toll. I'm just looking through the glass here for another interview. Are we ready yet with the next interview? No, we're not. Yes, we are. Thank you very much. This is incredible because it's recorded. Okay, let's listen to the next one. Who is this? This is Rory Bremner. Now, Rory came in, and I was amazed to find that he was actually like that in real life. This is a guy who came in and did all the impressions for us before we even put him on the air. When we put him on the air, he was even better. Comedian and impressionist and writer, TV personality, opener of fates, all-round good egg, appearer of bar mitzvahs.
We'll be on tomorrow's programme, but for the moment...
It's Rory Bremner. What do you think of the standard of light entertainment in Britain?
I'm worried, Steve. It's all programmes about other television programmes or stuff which you'd reject as a student show about sort of 5 years ago, and everyone's sort of like putting it out and thinking, oh, this is really great. If you look back to the greats, people like Eric Morecambe and stuff, I mean, there's nobody that has anything like the warmth or the sort of the appeal or anything of Eric Morecambe. I mean, I think there's huge areas. There's the sort of slop that they put out at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock on sort of weekend evenings, and there's the shows I really enjoy are like Alexi Sales Show and Victoria Wood, obviously.
Yeah.
And there are some other comedians which, you know, like John Sessions is, I think he does some good stuff as well, and one or two others have slipped in my mind, but there's some good shows on, but I think like a lot of television, it's all drowning in trivia at the moment.
Yeah, the sitcoms are terrible, aren't they? Yeah. It's just hard to believe.
Well, it's just there's a lack of imagination somewhere along the line. I think people are not so prepared to take risks. I mean, all this stuff about Dave Allen the other day, I mean, you know, sort of saying, oh, well, Dave Allen shouldn't have sworn this and that. I think, you know, like in America, I think we just don't trust our comedians enough. I think if you've got somebody who's of the talent and the intelligence of somebody like Dave Allen or Victoria Wood or whatever, or Robin Williams, I think you've got to trust them, and I mean, language is there to be used.
Would you ever swear on television if it was in context? Or have you?
Well, yeah, if it's in context, but the trouble is, you see, that as soon as it's on the front page of the next newspaper, it's straight away it's out of context. It's like Singing Detective. I mean, there's a scene in Singing Detective, and it's all part of the plot and stuff. The next day, bit of nookie on the BBC last night. Do you see that? Cordy, see what? And straight away, you're not talking about a programme and a context. You're talking about.
What about, you were talking about nice people, and...
nice people, like Uncle Bob. Yes, that's the funny thing. Hi, Steve. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Radio 1 listeners. Please like me.
Well, I mean, you know, talk about Bob.
Talk about Mr. Monkhouse, as we are in a moment.
But isn't he slick?
Slick? I mean, we're talking Exxon oil here. They won't let Bob Monkhouse and Leslie Crowther, they're not allowed to perform, apparently, in Antarctica. It's too much of a danger to fish stocks. You get Reagan going out there saying, go out there and win one for the kipper.
But one of the reasons that we like Ben Elton is and your good self.
Oh, yes, indeed. Yes.
Is that he's a nice person. You know, I mean, they're still very vulnerable people. I mean, you know, it's like Ben's doing all this sharp, right-on stuff, but he's still a very...
Underneath, I am a very vulnerable... I can't even say it a bit live. They won't edit that out. Okay, jolly good. Ben is very vulnerable. Just listen to that, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it's... More and more, I think the best comedians are the ones who do the observation. I mean, Victoria Wood is very observant as a comedian, Robin Williams as well, because they just react to things going on around them. Ben Elton's doing that all the time. Yeah. He's thinking on his feet and sort of doing off-the-cuff stuff and writing sort of 5 minutes in the dressing room before he goes on.
I want to ask you about somebody who, I don't know if you know him or not.
Never met him.
Okay, well, we'll come back and discover who that is in just a moment with Rory Bremner.
BBC
back with Rory on the best of the guests. On Radio 1 FM in just a moment. Here come the Staple Singers. Come go with me. Coming up in about 10 minutes' time, the Adrian Just Bank Holiday Monday special, followed by Newsbeat at 5:30. Freedom Mandela, 5:35. Before this evening's concert, a look back at the man and his mission. Nelson Mandela International Tribute Concert from Wembley Arena, live on Radio 1 at 6 o'clock tonight. Nicky Campbell is there at 10 and Bob Harris at midnight. All right, we're back here with Rory Bremner.
Radio 1 FM, we're back here with Rory Bremner, who has an excellent new video out at the moment. Brilliant comedy from the man with more faces than the Prime Minister. On the front here, you've got...
Then a green Prime Minister.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let me put all the stuff on the back.
Who's that there? Is that you?
That's me.
Looking
also,
like Tom Jones. Looking
also,
cool.
Oh, well, there's also Des Lynam's on there. And hey, tell you what, there's a bit of Barry Norman there. And in a sense, why not? So, rather excellently conceived. I thought there's Richie Benner's on there as well.
You haven't done it? Did you do a bit of Richie Benner for us?
No, I haven't actually, interestingly enough. Watching things in South Africa, interesting stuff. And Mike Gadding, he's the kind of bloke who thinks that whites only is the dress code in the pavilion. And,
listen, let's talk just very briefly, and it's something you probably didn't expect me to bring up, about Mike Yarwood. Because Mike Yarwood was the you of the 70s, really. How are you going to stop yourself from becoming Mike Yarwood in the year 2000, when maybe, you know, there's somebody new along?
Yeah. Well, I think you've got to sort of keep doing different stuff and fresh stuff. I mean, I think Mike Yarwood he was extremely good in his day, and I used to listen to a lot of tapes of when I was smaller. He went the way of sort of makeup and things like that. He tended to rely very heavily on makeup, and he used to sing a lot as well. Well,
yes.
Sort of.
And This Is Me.
Yes. And This Is Me. And it's funny because he could sing beautifully as Sinatra and people like that, and then he'd say, and This Is Me, and it'd be, fly me too. But
I've often wondered of live performers like comedians and impressionists, what you do if you're out there and you're doing a show and like the first two jokes or the first two impressions don't go.
Yeah.
And then like the next one doesn't go and you think, now what am I going to do? You're going to have to start talking about knickers, aren't you?
You get someone to start the car outside. No, it does happen. I mean, you sometimes find it just goes flying over the audience's head. You know, I mean, I sort of often open up the act. I sort of say, it's nice to be here. I did come on a bicycle, but I would have come on a bicycle rather, but it was stolen last week, and the guy who stole it tried to sell it back to me yesterday. It's interesting. He said he got the idea from the water privatisation campaign.
We like that.
And they think, well, no. Tell us a joke about the bloke in the all-night shop or something like that. And they do. They say tell us a joke, but there are audiences who want to hear the Jim Davis and want to hear the Mike Reid and stuff. And unfortunately, that's where it's not really in my hands, because I think, well, whoever's booked me to do this cabaret has sort of like misjudged the audience. But I mean, Lenny Henry was very useful in this, because I wondered why certain things weren't going so well, and it was because I wasn't letting the audience in. I mean, I would just start straight away with the impressions. It'd be, and here are the main news stories again with Sandy Gold and Alistair Bennett. It's 10 o'clock, scientists searching for the mad cow virus affecting British livestock. Today sealed off number 10 Downing Street to report next. The spokesman for the Duchess of York said today both mother and travel agent are doing very well. And you get the weather and stuff like that, and I just do character after character. We sort of you get the Sean Connerys and the Roger Moores and a bit of Des Lynam here. Hey, tell you what, why not? Seb Cope, bad luck, 6th there. He came, lost his deposit. I'll bet...
way ahead of your time here.
I'd like to thank David Icke for that joke, actually. But so I just do character after character. And I realised, in fact, there was no way for the audience to sort of get in there. And so I now much prefer being myself on stage. It's great advice to an impressionist, isn't it? I want to be an impressionist. What should I do? Oh, just be yourself. But no, so I introduce routines, like NHS routines or routines about South Africa or whatever. As myself, and the NHS routine I do at the moment, sort of, about Kenneth Clark. Kind of bloke who thinks that hospital corners should be cut, And you go back and look at the history of NHS hospitals, and to begin with, they were all sets for carry-on films, weren't they?
Matron, yes. No, what are you?
And then now you go into it's all these things like, you know, operations are very quick, anaesthetics just a little prick with a needle, and so here is little Paul with the needle, so as you say. And there we go, here's a nurse, and that's your pay packet, you can live on that. Oh, now that's magic. So but you sort of mix the two together, and I think rather than just do a sort of set act, which is another voice and another voice and another voice, you do more routines, and it's much more fun because it means I can think on my feet as well.
Right. We'll come back and round off with Rory in just a second.
Well, I'm afraid we won't, because that's almost it on the best of the guests. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much to all our guests, with many, many more guests to come. But not today. We're standing by for Adrian Just, 5:30 Newsbeat. The Mandela Freedom Mandela at 5:35, 6 o'clock, Nelson Mandela International Tribute Concert, 10 o'clock, it's Nicky Campbell, Bob Harris at midnight tonight. We're back tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Join us then. Have a nice Easter Monday evening. We'll see you tomorrow. Leave you with James and Bobby Purify, and after this, it's The Madman, Adrian Just.
Oh, yeah, it's another true story.
Here's the maggot with another Tuesday true story. Go on, maggot.
Did you know, Steve?
What?
That the Atlantic giant squid can grow to a length of 18.3 meters and a weight of 2 tons, says marine biologist Bartholomew Cranston. It finds it easy to keep an eye on all this weight, however. It has the largest eyeball of any known animal.
How big is that eyeball?
That eyeball is the same diameter as a long playing record. No! It's true!
Another true story.
Oh, yeah, it's another true story. Oh, yeah, it's another true story.
Who do we have there, maggot?
Well, Steve, it's Chaz, the Scottish afternoon boy.
The African egg-eating snake can stretch its jaws to over 4 times the circumference of its body in order to swallow its favourite meal.
Wow.
Once guzzled, the egg is broken by the action of the internal spines of the backbone.
Another true story with Chaz, the afternoon boy of Steve Wright in the afternoon. Hey.
Oh, yeah, it's another true story. Oh, yeah, it's another true story.
What do we got there, Chaz?
And now, here's Paul with yet another afternoon true story.
Did you know that the architect who built the St. Basil Church in Moscow had his eyes put out by Ivan the Terrible to guarantee that he could never build a church of similar design?
Terrible. Oh, wicked, just wicked. Another true story.
Oh, yeah, it's another true story. Oh, yeah, it's another true story.
Here's delightful Deborah.
Thanks, boys. Lai Chung,
Made up name!
who became the governor of Shanxi province in China in the year 955, was born with 2 pupils in each eye.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, die. Aye. Another true story.
Oh, yeah, it's another true story. Oh, yeah, it's another true story.
Yes, boys and girls.
True story, please.
Nearly 40,000 people die every year from snake bites. 30,000 of these live, or rather lived, in India, and most of them are killed by the king cobra. So deadly is this snake that it can even kill an elephant by striking at the tip of its trunk.
Oh, yeah, it's another true story. It's another true story.
Chaz, the Scottish afternoon boy, is here.
Thank you, Steve.
Now listen, before you read that, who is going to win the Scottish Cup final tomorrow?
Well, I certainly hope it's Celtic, Steve.
It's Celtic! Hey, I tried it new! Okay, let's have a truey.
Okay, King Charles II, who ruled from 1660 to 1685, had the rather nasty habit of gathering dust and powder from the mummies of Egyptian kings and rubbing it all over himself in order to acquire ancient greatness. There we go.
True story with Chaz, the afternoon boy.
It's another true story. It's another true story.
And now here she is, delightful Deborah, with another true story.
Oysters are ambisexual,
which means that they can change from being a male to a female and back again several times during their lives.
I know people like that.
Andy!
It's another true story on
Steve Wright in the Afternoon.
It's another true story. It's another true story.
If you happen to be passing by the Steve Wright in the Afternoon studio, you're on the air. So here's Fergie from the trailing department with another true story.
Thank you. The human kidney contains millions of little tubes. Stretched out in a line, they would extend about 65 kilometers.
Amazing.
It's another true story.
Hey, I'll eat anything, me. I have mashed potatoes, steak and kidney, pie with mushy peas, bacon, sausage, onion, bhaji, ice, spaghetti bolognese, egg and ham, spam, cabbage, egg, burger, chips and beans, tramesalata, fried tomato. And that's before me tea, which is chicken curry, biryani, loads of fried rice, beef and turnip gravy, Yorkshire pudding, lovely, very nice, toasted bread with cheese and pickle, peanut butter by the score. Suppose I'll have to run up to the shops to get some more. Semolina, pasta shells, mince and dumplings on the top. Aye, corned beef hash, lots of mash, bottle of fizzy pop. Then there's beefy stew with carrots new, potatoes, lemon and lime. When Steve Wright's on the radio, I have a canny time.
Across the UK, Radio 1.
Oh, don't start that.
Steve Wright in the Afternoon.
Sid the Manager. So where is Sid today, Andy? Hang on a sec. Is this his number? Okay. See if he's in.
Hello, Sid, hello, can you hear me? Sid Showbiz Agency here. I'm not in the office right now, but I will be back sometime later. If you care to whistle after the speech, I'll get the message when I come back in. Don't leave nothing out, mind you, because I want the full details. Hello?
Whistle after the speak. Sid, are you listening to this answer phone? Can you please call me?
Give me a beat. Diamond Geezer, get serious. Talking about a guy who makes you delirious. The man on the bus with a vacant stare. Tap him on the forehead, there's nothing there. He's insane, he's no cool cat. Is he a Yankee? No, he's a brat. Mr. Spoon.
And that's before his tea.
Mr. Spoon. Mr. Spoon. Look it out. Mr. Spoon.
The back of my telly and the wires were live. Don't touch it. You've been waving that crossbow near my eyes. Don't touch it. There's a lion in this cage that hasn't eaten for weeks. Don't touch it. This toxic waste pipe is unsafe and leaks. Don't touch it. Jellyfish is a man of war. Don't touch what it. Do you think this live cable is for?
Don't touch it.
Authorised personnel for servicing only.
Don't touch it.
A mortuary slab is very, very lowly.
Don't touch it.
A loaded gun should not be pointed.
Don't touch it.
Scaffold should be properly jointed.
Don't touch it.
Battery acid under lock and key.
Don't touch it.
Don't pick that scab on your knee. Don't touch this. Don't touch this. Atom bomb.
Don't touch it.
Cobra snake.
Don't touch it.
White shark.
Don't touch it.
Polluted lake.
Don't touch it.
Maniac.
Don't touch it.
Gas leak.
Don't touch it.
Railway truck.
Don't touch it.
Vulture beak.
Don't touch it.
It's summer, it's hot. Nobody cares about technical stuff.
True Stories 1990.
True story from Steve Wright, which in fact I think I first heard on the 16th of December 1974. Here it is again for those of you who missed it.
Thank you, Bill.
That's all right, Steve.
Going to the loo must have once been a social event. Archaeologists have found A 3-seat Roman toilet near London's Blackfriars Station. A real conversation piece. Sid the Manager coming through here.
Hello, Sid here.
Is that you?
It's big weekend, big weekend.
Oh, I know.
April Fool's Day, as you know.
Oh, yeah.
On the 1st of April, normally I have a bit of a muck about in the morning.
Dude, don't you start ringing me up.
Harold Light in the wife's teeth before she puts him in.
Harold Light in her
Yes. Let me ask you this question.
Go on, then.
Do you know the difference between an M&M and a Smartie?
No, they're the same, actually.
No, if you was handed one, do you know what the difference would be?
Well, they taste different.
No, one of them's got the M&M printed on it. Just so you know in future. I know that. Have you not seen one of them? They've got it. I know that because about 2 or 3 years ago I was a proofreader at the factory where they make them, and I got the sack because I was chucking out all the W's. But anyway.
Look, I've got to go, Sid. I can't keep up.
Yes.
I'll talk to you later.
I'll speak to you later.
All right, then. Bye.
Hello?
Daisy. Hello, Steve.
Hi, Keith.
Hi, man.
How you doing?
Huh?
I said, how you doing?
Oh, I can't fares middling, Steve, really. Which isn't bad, is it, really?
For you?
For me?
On a day like this?
On a day like today. Oh, what a song, man. Makes me... Where's the Jackie Daniels?
Have a little swig out of there.
Oh, that's better, Steve.
Pardon?
That's better.
Oh, that's better.
That's better, Steve.
It's much better.
Oh.
Now, Mother's Day...
Oh, no.
Mother's Day is this Sunday.
Oh, no. What have we got to do?
Well, you got to buy your mum a present.
A little posy or something. Because they're lovely little creatures, aren't they? I mean, they've got little legs. They've got 5 legs, which is very curious. And one little leg in the middle of their tummies. For spinning.
Sure that's a leg?
No, it is a leg. It's not what you're thinking. It's not an antenna. It could be 12 quid. I don't know, a 10 or 12 quid. But anyway, it's... Hold on.
Oh, let's go out on a high.
No.
Hello.
Lots of music power. Radio 1.
I'm in a silly mood today. I don't know why. Hello?
Boy, you're as silly as a mad marcher. That's what you are.
I know. I'm just silly on a Friday.
Yes, I know you are.
I tell you, the show hardly gets done on a Friday afternoon.
Yes, I know. Sometimes you knock off at about 4:30, don't you? Well, the material dries up then. But anyway, I'll tell you what I've been doing. I've just been having a couple of new cleaners come round here, office cleaners. The last one went off. She got married.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, so who have you got now?
Oh, I can't say. A nice girl come round this morning. She's going to start on Monday, do the early shift.
Oh, what, in the office or at the house?
No, in the office. You know, shuffle the papers round, do the hoovering, tidy up the toenails under my desk, all that stuff. You know what I mean, don't you? Get the Tipex off the VDU.
Listen,
all of that.
what you going to do on the weekend then, Sid?
Nothing. I'm just going to stay in bed, roll my eyes round the room, and that's about it. Might go out for a couple of pints and off. If you want to join me up the Albion tonight, I'll be up there in the top bar.
Oh, will you? Okay, I'll join you up there then, Sid.
A darts game, a pool, you name it.
I tell you what, we haven't played for a long time, me and you. Shove Aikney.
Incidentally, that bloke's coming round there tonight with the videos. So if you want one of them 50 quid videos, you know where to come, don't you?
You're a sick man.
I can't say no more about it.
I'll talk to you later,
They're
Sid.
all legal, all caught near the fire and a flood. But I'll speak to you later anyway. If you don't want to bargain, you don't want to bargain.
I'll talk to you later then, Sid.
All Peter back. That's good, yes. Of course that's coming back again eventually.
Of course it is, yeah, of course. I'll talk to you Monday, Sid.
I'll speak to you Monday.
And I'll see you tonight.
Not sooner.
All right, bye-bye.
Yes.
Important message for this weekend here. All right, come on, Keith.
Time for that. Listen, don't forget on the Saturday night.
Yeah.
Look at your clock, all right, and then just twiddle around with it.
Yeah, wait a minute, Keith. What happens? Does it go forward or back?
Yeah. Now, and then put it in a box, leave it in the back garden.
No, Keith, can you just get to the point for me?
Sorry, mate. No, I'm just having a drive. You need to blow the cobwebs away.
Keith, you're not
Put the
driving.
clocks back. Or is it further? Put him
From where?
Just push him forward a little bit. I'm going to shove... I've already done mine. Just shoved it forward a couple of inches. I must admit, it looks a lot better now. But don't forget, it's British holiday. It's winter time.
No, British summertime.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that. When is that?
Tomorrow.
Oh, right. I'll be there, Steve. So don't forget.
I'll see you there.
Good job I was here to do that for you. You're lucky.
Yeah, put him right through there.
Hello, boy, Sid here.
Hello, now listen, I've had a word with the legal department.
Oh, yes, what did they say?
Well, they're going to put you in touch with a legal guy outside of the BBC.
Yes, somebody independent.
Yeah, now what is it that's worrying you?
I can't say, we won't talk about that now, but I did have a bit of luck today. You know, they've been bringing the wheelie bins into where I live.
Yes.
But they come down here, delivered mine this morning. Quite nice.
They're great, they're huge, those things.
I've got the 16-valve one, but quite nice. Been out there painting the name of the house on it. Quite respectable looking.
How much trash can you get in there?
I don't know. How much trash would you like me to get in there? No, I can't say nothing. About 2.5 dustbins full.
Listen, I'm going to the National tomorrow, Sid.
Are you?
And you know there's going to be a...
running or looking?
I'm going to be looking, Sid. Yes. There's going to be a horse named after you.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, we're going to have a race day, and there's going to be a horse called Sid the Manager.
Oh, you not the National, though?
Not in the National, no.
The other day?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we'll let you know all about it soon.
Never mind, I'll speak to you later. I'm not too happy today about what's going on.
I know, I can tell. I'll talk to you on Monday.
Okay.
All right, Sid. Yes.
For him, Happy Harry, as I like to call him. He was an enormous chap.
Was he?
He was a balloon of a man, Steve. He was a balloon of a man. An enormous chap. Very, very, very wealthy man.
Yeah.
But he still used to go under the water and juggle soot.
Any particular reason?
I think it was to do with his coordination of the mind. He felt it was very important to be mentally fit, as well as a big fat bloater like he was. So he used to win. I've seen.
Get on with it, Coon.
All right, man. Just easy on me, boy. Look, okay. He used to do the most marvellous shows at the end of the pier. And under the pier. I was coming to that.
Oh,
Steve.
sorry.
No, and I've loved him. Whatever happened to him?
He's dead.
Oh, he drowned.
Hello.
1 million watts of music power. Radio 1.
Yeah, they're saying it's Sid. Yeah, stick him right through.
Hello, boy, Sid here.
Hello, Sid.
Yes. You know what I've been doing? I've been looking out of my window here.
Yeah.
Watching the traffic go by and noting down if I see any stereotypes.
Yes.
Have you ever noticed that anybody who drives a Reliant Robin wears bib and braces and a woolly hat?
Yeah, that's right.
Have you noticed that anybody who has an 1800 or a Maxi has got a towing hook on the back? Have you noticed anybody who drives a small Volvo wears a trilby? Have you ever noticed that? Has anybody with a blue ridge drives a Metro, a yellow one?
Absolutely, that's incredible.
Yes.
What a funny thing. Listen.
Have you ever noticed that if somebody pulls out in front of you on the road, they always turn left at the next junction? It always happens, I don't know why. Can you tell me why?
I cannot tell you why.
I don't know why either.
What an extraordinary thing. Well, it's interesting.
Anybody's driving a Morris Minor, a school teacher with a blue ridge. Have you ever noticed that? Well, you should keep your eyes open.
I should really. Let's not talk to you later.
Speak to you later. I'll be looking out for some more of them.
So will I.
And I drive the main road, searching in the sun for another overload. I hear you singing in the wire. I can hear you through the whine, and the Wichita lineman is still on the line. I know I need a small vacation, but it don't look like rain. And if it snows, that stretch down south won't ever stand the strain. And I need you more than want you, and I want you for all time. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line. And I need you more than want you, and I want you for all time. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line.